So, and I think this video too is called "Will It Fillet?" Will something fillet if just by trying to add just normal fillets, and for the most cases they won't fillet just right off the bat, right? Using a straight up tool. So what you do is you have to cut certain things back. So what you would do is set up a plane first, usually with this like vertex here. You hit the vertex, you go parallel to screen, and you can bring it forward slightly, that plane, and click OK. So now I have a plane in the view that I'm looking at right now. So in this same plane that I just made, I make a sketch, and I can start to maybe do some convert entities just to get some lines. So I'm projecting that line that's back here, this edge, and I'm projecting it to the plane that I just made in the sketch I'm making. Right? If I look over this way, it's projected, right? If I go back to and go normal to this plane to get my view back at that point. So okay, so now I can go in and start to set it up as a split line. And so what I'm going to do is these lines are going to be projected back onto the piece here. So, and I'm just adding some lines that are actually also, I'm going to do this and convert this one, delete this one, and then do an offset of this one so that it's perfectly aligned here. And this one's going to be offset. I'll just leave it at 0.1. And remember that these are all 2D lines. And I'm going to start trimming some of these that I don't need. So I want to trim all this stuff here. And this is a little bit more of a truncated version of what they did. But the idea is there. Oops, let's see. I'll just leave it there. And now I can go in and start to maybe add these as a split line. So say, curves here. Go to features, curves, split line. And so this sketch is going to get projected onto this geometry and split those faces. That one and that one and that one. I say hit OK, and I think I have to split this one here. Or trim this one back. Oh, there's no corner there. Okay. I'll hit the corner trim tool. So click there and see how this one doesn't touch. Okay, so now it's closed. Okay, so now I'll go back to split here, split line. That's my sketch. These are the faces that I want to split. Okay, so now those just got projected onto that, right? So now I can remove these faces. I'll go to surfaces, delete face, just a straight delete here. So those three faces go away. And so now these are freed up. These edges are freed up in terms of being able to select something. And see, so now it's like it wants to go to town on the fillets. It's just like pretty large fillets here. So go back to 0.1. So there's that one. You might even get away with doing this one. Let's see. Might have to set it back a little bit more if I wanted this one as well. But this is kind of a preview of how you would go about creating just a fillet right on this edge. So there you go. And then so once the fillets that you need are in there, and I think there might be a problem with this draft angle. That's why this one didn't go. But then it's a matter of just filling in this area. And I think we can go back and just do the filled surface here. Because there's so many edges, filled surface is the one that would probably take care of that the best. So it gives you kind of a crazy preview in the beginning. There we go. All set to contact. Let's see, over tangent. And that looks pretty good. I'll just leave it on that for right now. So I probably cleaned this. I probably added a fillet here as well, but you get the idea in terms of cutting it away to just get a new, a new edge here, and getting rid of that complex intersection of all those other all those other edges as they went up here. But that's how you have to model sometimes and get those things to work. So yeah, fairly complex set of faces here, but having that ability or that knowledge of filleting anything, it's pretty important. Okay, and this is another maybe way to, not way, but possibly using that setback feature of the edge to get a consistent edge. If it's a really important, I mean, if this is like a front facing part of your product, I'd probably do that, maybe set that, do that sweep technique and trim that, set back those faces perfectly, whatever dimension that is, 1/8 of an inch, whatever it is, to get a consistent edge. So here, because this angle is different from this angle, just by using a regular fillet, these two faces are closer together than these two. And I think there's a difference here. So I don't know if you could tell maybe from your screen, but this distance is narrower than this one. It's a little bit wider. But using that sweep technique would be a good way to have everything perfect and perfectly consistent all the way up around. Okay.